Big Tim the Great, man. Why a 9 to 5 job is a waste of life, man. Listen, it's 9 a.m. right now. So you know what's going on. Traffic jams, people rushing to work, people feel with anxiety, you know what I mean? Trying to avoid being late 2 days in a row, right? They boss got one foot on their neck, the other one up their ass. Huh? And niggas just living that real slave life. But I just want to ask these people, right? What is the solution, right? Can you honestly say that you're able to work until 65, 70 years old, like how these people want you to work? If you're 30 years old right now, by the time you retire, you'll be around 70. Do you think you could work for these next 40 years on that rat race? You know what I mean? Do you think you're physically able to do it? If you 18, do you understand that you got to work for 52 straight years before you're able to retire? 52. Does that sound realistic? Or do you think you'll get burnt out at some point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years into working? Everybody gets burnt out, right? But they want you to be like a machine, like a robot. Listen, I understand a conversation like this is above people's thinking, right? Most people just say, get a job. They're programmed, right? They're programmed to be a slave, and they try to shame other people into that same slavery. It's slavery because 9 times out of 10, you're not even making like a livable wage. You living paycheck to paycheck. It's not like you're able to buy luxuries and, really enjoy your life. You going to work, you coming home, you getting 2 days off, and you right back into the rat race. Where's your joy? And then you could barely afford things, right? You barely have any money. You barely have any savings. They say the average American has less than 10,000 in savings. Only like a very small percentage has even 10,000. But they want you to work your whole life away. And you don't even have money. If your car break down, you told you fucked. It's over. Right? So that's what I want to speak about. How people just waste their life. I understand. Most people ain't trying to hear that. They trying to work these bullshit jobs till they die. I understand. You know what I mean? Those are the main ones saying, get a job. And nigga, all you gonna do is be a slave and get told what to do like a little bitch your whole fucking life, man. I don't know. Some people rather live like that with somebody shaft up their cheeks. But listen, a lot of jobs prey on people, right? They know that you got bills, children to take care of. So a lot of times they'll make outrageous demands. Shit like mandatory overtime, right? A job would take your whole life from you and not feel no type of way and give you like a poverty ass wage where you could barely survive. And now you're barely even home to take care of your kids and your other responsibilities. They'll bombard you with all this work to the point where there's no escape to it. Like, you gotta think, what is the end goal? If you 30 now, I understand you can't retire for another 40 years. Does that not make you feel nervous or scared? Does that not give you some type of anxiety that every morning, 5 days out the week, you gotta hurry up and rush and speed to work so your boss don't scream at you? That don't make you feel some type of way? Where's your pride? Where's your self-respect? Right? I guess you lose it when you have a job. They make outrageous demands on you, knowing that you can't quit, knowing that you got a rent payment, knowing that you got a mortgage, kids to take care of, right? That's why I suggest people living in a very frugal type of manner where, listen, I know a dude right now who just bought a new car, right? Car's about $40,000. So now you got to stay at your job for as long as possible because now you got a $40,000 payment over your head, and you got a rent payment, and you got a girl, right? That is the life of a slave, man. The number one way you'll break out of this matrix, out of this BS, is to lower your financial responsibilities, man. No car payments. Buy used cars, man. Yup. No car payments. Buy used cars. I've never made a car payment a day in my life. I just buy used cars, right? All of these, and listen, they not only do they program you to be a slave and to work for your whole remainder of your life, man. Retire at motherfucking 70. They make you a consumer. They put all these commercials in your face. They show you all these vanity driven things. Instagram, everything's programming you to be a spender, not to save nothing. You're gonna be a slave till you die. Like, some people gotta really understand that you're gonna have to get up early. You're gonna have the Sunday blues knowing that you gotta go to work on Monday. That's the remainder, that's your whole life. That's your whole existence. How doesn't that make you scared? How doesn't that make you motivated to want to change something and want to go pursue something else, man? Sometimes you gotta take a chance, man. I'm gonna be and to be getting told to do for 50 years. What is that? That's like being in hell on earth. Clocking into a job every day and getting told what to do. You a grown ass man. She a female. She's just, hey, she need to be under somebody's leadership. But I'm talking about as a man. Don't you have a certain amount of pride where you don't want another man to tell you what to do? What up? What up? I'm just saying, man. You should feel like that type of get rich or die trying type of. You should have that type of energy, man. Take risk. Fuck it, man. Ain't nobody getting nothing honestly out here, man. Do what you gotta do, man. Do whatever it takes to break out of this shit, man. Cause you do not want to be the guy who just worked the job for his whole life, never got nowhere. They say the average American has less than 10,000 in savings. Like, come on, dude. You got to think about what is your future. There's very few people that work these jobs that have outrageous benefits and six figures, and they have a month off per year, or every 6 months they get all this time off, all this sick time. Majority of people are just slaving every day in and day out, breaking their back, rushing to work, anxiety, cortisol all through their body. Listen, if you don't want to find something else to do, at the end of the day, you're going to get sent to the upper room at an early age. All that cortisol and stress in your body, that shit ain't healthy. You at work every day stressing, your boss telling you what to do, screaming at you, raising his voice. And this motherfucker's inferior to you. And you know he's inferior. He's stupider than you, right? You could whip his ass. And here this motherfucker is telling you what to do, right? Screaming and all this extra shit, right? Come on, man. I'm just saying. What up? What up, Zachary, Duck Boys, Players, Patricia? So basically, like a lot of these jobs, you know, you put up on, man. You see like these dudes off the street that on the street gangster at the job, they just get told what to do. It's like, yo, come on, dude. That's man. Like I said, man, the shit never ends, man. You gonna have to do that shit to retirement. You never gonna be able to save any money, and then let you have some children. You really stuck. You really stuck in the rat race. Let you put a child in the wrong 304. You really stuck in the rat race. Now you gotta get put on child support. Now you have to work, right? Now you gotta be her bitch, her slave, her workhorse. lot of these jobs is bullshit, man. And then you a minority in the country. You a minority in the country. What business do you have trying to build these people business, man? How does it benefit black people to work for other races when you could clearly see the way of financial freedom is to own businesses? You could clearly see the way every other culture built their economy is you in front of hood. You could see the Middle East niggas, the Aki niggas. They got corner stores, right? You could see all these other races. They got jewelry stores. They got the entrepreneurship. They build financial freedom, not working for other people. Black people, they first mind is just to work for someone else. How does that help black people? Y'all all just building someone else's business and getting scraps from it, right? Where does that leave black people? In the same position. Every other race is they're gaining their position in the country through entrepreneurship. You gotta try to aspire to own your own shit. You know what I mean? Businesses, product-based business. You gotta try to do something, man, to get out of that rat race, working for other people. It's a dead end. You're a loser. You understand that you're gonna be a loser for the rest of your life. You understand that. And you don't have any freedom for real. Because someone tells you when to come in, right? They basically telling you when to go to sleep. Because if you got to work at 6, nigga, you better get some sleep in. They tell you if they're going to approve your time off. They control you. They own your life. They got more control over your life than you do. And understand, as a black person, understand, they're already stereotyping you. Rather, it doesn't matter if you work for them or not. When they get you in that subservient position, they're going to take full advantage of that. You know what I mean? Like, a white dude may not say nothing to you on the streets, but you go work for him, he gonna talk down to you. He gonna talk bad. He gonna make sure he milk that shit to the furthest extent because he got you in a very subservient position. He's gonna take advantage of that, man. You might have to tolerate some racist jokes and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta deal with everybody's like ulterior motive. Like, there's a lot of people at these jobs that's not gonna like you. And they're gonna choose to make your life a living hell. And try to do it in the most professional manner possible. Give you extra work, do this, do this, do this. Really try to piss you off and get at you, man. The only way you could feel like a man is if you drop your nuts and go out here and get it, man. Because the minute you clock in, understand, you put your nuts up on a shelf, you don't got no nuts. Because the minute you try to buck up and speak for yourself, you fired. Understand that, man. Understand you got no freedom. You can't do what you want to do. This company own your time, man. And they give you scraps for your time. How much is your life worth, man? Some people think $25 an hour is a lot of money. Think about it. They own, they get an hour where they own for $25. Is your life worth that? You know, people like to make it seem like they so valuable. You just sold yourself for $18 an hour. You just sold yourself for $15 an hour, $22 an hour, $23 an hour. You sold yourself. You let them use you, your being, your essence as a tool to build a for $23 an hour. In that 1 hour you made $23, these motherfuckers made $3,000. But I understand this conversation is above people's thinking and they don't want to hear shit like this. When the average person hears someone talking like this, they say, oh, this motherfucker lazy. No, you damn idiot. Stop being a motherfucking slave. Stop being a sheep, nigga. Think outside the box, nigga. You're stuck in this shit forever. You're gonna be sad every Sunday knowing that you gotta go in and work on Monday, nigga. It's 12 o'clock at midnight. Monday morning, you gotta get to work at 6 a.m. You stressing, that stresses. Nigga, your hairline is gone. You gaining weight. You don't got time to go to the gym. You leave from work, you gotta go take care of your kids. You gotta go pick up your kids. You got all these expenses. You never gonna get ahead. It's over. That's your life forever. I said everybody's not the same, man. For some people, it scares them. And you kind of get scared straight and you like, man, I'm about to go do some other shit. Then other people, they just get comfortable in it. They get comfortable. They're looking forward to a Friday. Yeah, I'm off on Friday now. Them 2 days gonna go by so fast, man. You gonna have to go back in on Monday, man. That you gonna blink, you gonna have to be working again, man. That shit ain't no joke, man. You gonna have to do that shit for the rest of your life, man. And I keep repeating that because I'm like, man, that don't scare you? And then they keep increasing the age of retirement, man. At this rate, ain't gonna be no retirement till like 75. You gonna have to get somebody, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm too much of a real nigga to get somebody my whole life and retire at 75. Then you retire at 75. How much years do you have left to live? You retire even at 65, right? How much more life do you have in your body? You just gave these people all your life. You 65 now. You might live for another 5 years. You know what I mean? Especially if you was living that hustle and bustle life, eating bad. You might live 5 years and die. If you took real good care of you, you might live 10 years and die. That's your life. A motherfucking warehouse worker, a motherfucking office worker. What do you get for that? Nobody knew who you was. You could have been a great man with a lot of talents, but you was just too scared to pursue your dreams, man. Do you understand that chasing your dreams is going to be uncomfortable? It's not a comfortable thing, man. You're not going to be comfortable like working a job when you go chase your dreams. There's a lot of ups and downs with that shit, man. It's not a smooth transition. And that's the uncomfortability a lot of people don't want to have to deal with, that uncertainty of life. But that's how you get to the other side. If you just want to be comfortable your whole life, stay at that motherfucking job, nigga, and stop complaining. I see too many people with jobs complaining, man. You know how many people I knew that had a degree, did what they went to school for a couple years and figured out, like, man, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to do this for the rest of my life. And then go work a BS random job that had nothing to do with their degree. Listen, first things first, right? You got to lower your expenses. This is how you get out of it. You got to lower your expenses, man. Lower your financial responsibility, man. I can't tell you step by step on what to do because everybody got a different path. But just understand, I cannot work for a year and I'd be perfectly fine. I created that financial security for myself, man. You got to do that for yourself, man. I ain't about to hold nobody's hand. I'm just telling you, you're greater than that 9 to 5, man. You shouldn't be giving your life to another company that don't give a fuck about you. You making $25 an hour, they just made 2,500. That same hour that you've been doing all that fucking warehouse work and moving this over here and packaging all these orders and doing it. They just made fucking 10 times the money, 100 times, 1,000 times the money that they just paid you. They paying you a slave wage, man. They getting rich. Everybody who's at the top of these companies, they had a dream and they pursued it. You don't have a dream. You just want to be a worker your whole life. You just good being able to buy some trees and a bottle on a Friday and then go to the club, go chase 304s, right? Go get a random skeezer pregnant. That's your whole life, man. You don't want anything better for yourself. You just want to look forward to Friday every fucking weekend because you a motherfucking slave stuck in the same position. barely ahead. You can't pull out $5,000 right now if someone asked you to. You don't got it. And understand that shit ain't gonna get no better. You think, oh yeah, I'm gonna just get a better job. This one pays $5 more per hour. You still slaving, bro. You gotta go and earn some shit. There's still a cap on how much money you can make. Inflation is gonna fuck you up anyways. Your wage is not gonna keep increasing with all these raising prices of groceries and gas and all this shit. Like, you gonna stay in poverty forever. You gonna stay struggling forever, man. And that should scare you, man. But like I said, man, this conversation is above most people have, man. They don't want to hear shit like this, man. They want to hear where the hoes at. Where the tree, who got the tree? Who got the Don, right? That's what niggas care about, right? Who got the Don Julio? The whole time you fucking stuck at a job, you can't even leave. Because if you leave for fucking 2 weeks, you going to miss rent. And then that eviction is going to get put in motion on your ass, man. Your ass going to be on the streets. Niggas out here playing with their life, man. This your only life, man. You're not going to get a second life, man. You could choose to work for these motherfuckers and get shafted your whole motherfucking life. I don't care, man. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not doing that shit. And you should try to not do that shit either. You should try to pursue your dreams, man. Fuck what anybody's talking about. You gotta understand, most of these people sheep, man. Anytime you go against the grain, you're gonna hear a whole bunch of opinions. Well, you should still get another job, as backup. And fuck a job, man. Pursue your dreams, man. You're gonna always need a job. Listen to these motherfuckers, man. You're gonna always need, make sure you got a backup plan. Nah, fuck all that. Anybody who ever made it somewhere just relentlessly pursued their dreams, man. They didn't have that fear of, damn, I might need a job. Anybody you see on TV, you niggas look up to celebrities all day long. You understand these motherfuckers they chase their dreams, bro. They wasn't out here bullshit working at Walmart part-time. None of these people, they pursued their dreams and they achieved it, man. Relentlessly, man. With no doubt, no fear, no nothing, man. Understand that, man. Niggas out here living in fear. That energy is gonna bring nothing but poverty your way, man. You gotta understand, all this shit's energy and vibrations, man. You can make anything happen, man. It's all energy and vibrations. You can manipulate all of this shit, man. That's why I'm able to just leave the country. I can leave the country whenever I want to. I go on vacation today, man. Can you do that? You didn't position yourself in life to do that, man. You was too focused on other shit, bullshit, cheeks, drugs, right? You just comfortable having a bullshit ass job you went and bought a house and now you got a mortgage payment and you working for a job and they could fire you any day. Your whole life's gonna come crumbling down, man. You gotta build your own shit where nobody could fire you, man. When Dame Dash used to talk about this shit, niggas used to talk crazy about him. Like when he went to the Breakfast Club and he was talking about, oh yeah, you should work for yourself. That's a fact. How uncomfortable could it possibly be to have a mortgage payment, have a car payment, and you work a job? Nigga, you gotta bow down every day you clock in, nigga. You gotta bow down, nigga. Cause you not trying to get fired. If you get fired, your whole life comes crumbling down, man. Motherfucker lose his whole hairline. He got a mortgage payment and a car payment and he get fired. Nigga, your hair gonna go white in like 3 months. Hairline gone. I still got my hairline, man. But look, man, I'm gonna just end like this, man. You gotta know what type of person you are. Most people are sheep and they're subservient. They need a master. They need somebody to tell them what to do, right? They need someone to direct them in life. They need instruction. They lost without instruction. They don't know how to get out here and just get it, man. They don't know how to go out here and just get to it, man. They need a job. They need that structure in place. You come in. This is the time clock. Put your thumb like this, right? You work right here. right? I need you to move these boxes from right here to right there. They need that. Most people need that. I understand that, bro. I'm talking to like the 0.005%. They the only ones that's gonna get what I'm saying. The rest of these motherfuckers, you just a wash. You gonna live and die working for somebody else. I don't care about you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about you because I wouldn't want to be around you because you low vibrational. You're gonna come around me. You're gonna try to put that fear in me. Oh, yeah, get a job. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit because these fools out here using you, man, and paying you nigga pennies. You getting paid pennies, man. Your one shift, you just got paid $200. These niggas made 2,000, 5,000 off your work. What if you had put all your work into your shit and it was yours and you owned it? Whether that's product-based business, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you into, man. There's easier ways of making money, man. You got a dream, pursue it. This your only life, man. You're not gonna get a do-over, man. Your tombstone gonna say warehouse worker. Or like what's it like you wasn't no great man. It was just another worker, man. Nobody give a fuck about you. These companies don't give a fuck about you, man. Understand that, man. They don't respect you, right? They feel like you listen, most of y'all niggas is unskilled labor. They don't respect you. You don't have no certificate, you don't have nothing. You just got a job. You just went to the temp agency and got a job. They don't respect you. They looking at you as less than, especially like the managers and the higher ups in the company. They looking at you like you less than. You just some like replaceable pawn. Nobody give a fuck about you. You could die at the job. They gonna put up an ad tomorrow. They ain't paying for your funeral either, man. I ain't give a fuck about you, man. You gotta understand that shit, man. Live for you, man. Fuck the rest, man. It's Big Tim the Great, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Get out here and get it. It's America, man. These niggas out here making money and eating off everybody else. Figure out a way to beat the system, man. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go the crooked way for 2-3 years. Do what you gotta do, man. This is America. This is the rat race, nigga. Get some packs, nigga. Get groovy, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you gotta do, nigga. Escape it. Get rich or die trying. That's what it is, man. This shit ain't no game, man. You wanna play that scary shit, understand. You gonna retire at 65, nigga. And you gonna live for like 10 more years max. And you gonna get buried, nigga. Buried, nigga. Arms crossed, nigga. But yo, it's Big Tim the Great, man. Fuck around if you want to. I'ma catch y'all niggas.